Practical Vedanta is a section of inspired talks by Swami Vivekananda that focuses on the practical application of Vedanta philosophy in daily life. In this section, Swami Vivekananda emphasizes the importance of self-control, selfless service, and spiritual practice as the keys to a balanced and fulfilling life. Swami Vivekananda believed that spiritual practice should not be confined to the ashram or the temple, but should be an integral part of our daily lives. He believed that true spiritual growth could only come from a combination of theory and practice, and that we must learn to apply spiritual principles in our everyday activities. The First Steps is the first chapter of the Practical Vedanta section in Inspired Talks by Swami Vivekananda. In this chapter, Swami Vivekananda discusses the importance of self-control and self-discipline as the foundation for all spiritual practice. Swami Vivekananda believed that the first step in spiritual growth was to control our thoughts and emotions. He believed that we must learn to master our minds and our senses, and that this was the foundation for all spiritual practice. He explains that in order to control our thoughts and emotions, we must first become aware of them. He suggests that we observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, and that we learn to detach ourselves from them. Swami Vivekananda also emphasizes the importance of developing willpower and self-discipline. He suggests that we set small goals for ourselves and work towards them with determination and perseverance. He believes that developing willpower and self-discipline is essential for achieving success in any area of life, including spiritual practice. Another important aspect of self-control and self-discipline, according to Swami Vivekananda, is the practice of moderation. He suggests that we learn to moderate our desires and our habits, and that we avoid excess in all things. He believes that moderation is the key to a balanced and fulfilling life. Swami Vivekananda also discusses the importance of self-knowledge in spiritual practice. He believes that we must first know ourselves before we can know God. He suggests that we examine our own nature and our own motives, and that we strive to understand our own strengths and weaknesses. Finally, Swami Vivekananda emphasizes the importance of patience and perseverance in spiritual practice. He believes that spiritual growth is a gradual process, and that it requires consistent effort over time. He suggests that we be patient with ourselves and with the process of spiritual growth, and that we never give up on our spiritual aspirations. Overall, The First Steps is a valuable and practical guide to developing self-control and self-discipline in our lives. Swami Vivekananda offers practical advice on how to cultivate these qualities, and he emphasizes the importance of self-knowledge, moderation, patience, and perseverance in spiritual practice. By following his teachings, we can lay a strong foundation for our spiritual growth and transformation. The second chapter of Practical Vedanta in Inspired Talks by Swami Vivekananda is titled Practical Vedanta. In this chapter, Swami Vivekananda discusses the practical application of Vedanta philosophy in our daily lives. He starts by emphasizing the importance of seeing the divine in all things and in all people. He believes that everything in the universe is a manifestation of the divine, and that we must learn to see the divine in everything around us. This, according to Swami Vivekananda, is the first step towards developing a sense of detachment and equanimity in our interactions with the world. Swami Vivekananda also discusses the importance of cultivating a sense of detachment in our lives. He suggests that we learn to detach ourselves from our desires and our attachments, and that we strive to cultivate a sense of equanimity in all situations. He believes that detachment is essential for spiritual growth, as it helps us to see things clearly and objectively. Another important aspect of practical Vedanta, according to Swami Vivekananda, is the practice of meditation. He suggests that we make time for daily meditation, and that we learn to focus our minds on a single object or idea. He believes that meditation is a powerful tool for developing self-control and self-awareness, and that it can help us to cultivate a sense of peace and equanimity in our lives. Swami Vivekananda also emphasizes the importance of developing a sense of service and compassion towards others. He suggests that we learn to see ourselves in others, and that we strive to help others in any way we can. He believes that selfless service is an essential part of spiritual practice, and that it can help us to develop a sense of humility and compassion towards others. Finally, Swami Vivekananda discusses the importance of cultivating a positive attitude towards life. He suggests that we learn to see the good in all things, and that we strive to cultivate a sense of optimism and hope. He believes that a positive attitude is essential for spiritual growth, as it helps us to see the world in a more positive light. Overall, the second chapter of Practical Vedanta is a valuable guide to applying Vedanta philosophy in our daily lives. Swami Vivekananda offers practical advice on how to cultivate detachment, self-awareness, and compassion towards others, and he emphasizes the importance of meditation and a positive attitude in spiritual practice. By following his teachings, we can learn to see the divine in all things and in all people, and we can cultivate a sense of peace and equanimity in our lives. The Secret of Work is the third chapter of Practical Vedanta in Inspired Talks by Swami Vivekananda. In this chapter, Swami Vivekananda discusses the spiritual significance of work and the role it plays in our lives. He starts by emphasizing the importance of work as a means of spiritual growth. He suggests that work can help us to develop self-discipline, concentration, and selflessness. He believes that work can be a form of meditation, and that it can help us to develop a sense of detachment and equanimity in our lives. Swami Vivekananda also discusses the importance of doing our work with a sense of detachment. He suggests that we learn to do our work without attachment to the results, and that we strive to do our work as an offering to the divine. He believes that detachment is essential for spiritual growth, as it helps us to develop a sense of equanimity in the face of success or failure. Another important aspect of the secret of work, according to Swami Vivekananda, is the practice of selfless service. He suggests that we learn to do our work with a sense of service towards others, and that we strive to help others in any way we can. He believes that selfless service is an essential part of spiritual practice, and that it can help us to develop a sense of humility and compassion towards others. Swami Vivekananda also discusses the importance of finding the right work for ourselves. He suggests that we find work that is in line with our natural talents and abilities, and that we strive to do our work with a sense of enthusiasm and passion. He believes that finding the right work is essential for living a fulfilling and purposeful life. Finally, Swami Vivekananda discusses the importance of balancing work and rest in our lives. He suggests that we learn to balance our work with periods of rest and relaxation, and that we strive to maintain a sense of inner calm and balance in our lives. He believes that balance is essential for spiritual growth, as it helps us to maintain a sense of equilibrium in the face of life's challenges. Overall, The Secret of Work is a valuable guide to understanding the spiritual significance of work and the role it plays in our lives. Swami Vivekananda offers practical advice on how to do our work with detachment, selflessness, and a sense of service towards others, and he emphasizes the importance of finding the right work and balancing work with rest in our lives. By following his teachings, we can learn to view work as a means of spiritual growth and live a fulfilling and purposeful life. Love and Self-Surrender is the fourth chapter of Practical Vedanta in Inspired Talks by Swami Vivekananda. In this chapter, Swami Vivekananda discusses the role of love and self-surrender in spiritual practice. Swami Vivekananda begins by explaining the concept of love as an expression of the divine. He believes that love is not simply an emotion, but rather an expression of the divine that manifests itself in our relationships with others. He suggests that by cultivating a sense of love for all beings, we can come closer to the divine and realize our true nature. Swami Vivekananda also discusses the importance of self-surrender in spiritual practice. He suggests that we learn to surrender our ego and our desires to the divine, and that we strive to do everything with a sense of surrender to the divine will. He believes that self-surrender is an essential part of spiritual practice, as it helps us to let go of our attachments and identify with our true nature. Another important aspect of love and self-surrender, according to Swami Vivekananda, is the practice of devotion. He suggests that we learn to cultivate a sense of devotion towards the divine, and that we strive to see the divine in everything and everyone around us. He believes that devotion can help us to develop a sense of humility and surrender, and that it can help us to realize our true nature as divine beings. Swami Vivekananda also discusses the importance of practicing love and self-surrender in our daily lives. He suggests that we strive to do everything with a sense of love and surrender, and that we seek to serve others in any way we can. He believes that by practicing love and self-surrender in our daily lives, we can come closer to the divine and realize our true nature as divine beings. Finally, Swami Vivekananda discusses the importance of practicing meditation as a means of cultivating love and self-surrender. He suggests that we learn to meditate on the divine, and that we strive to develop a deep sense of inner peace and harmony through our meditation practice. He believes that meditation can help us to cultivate a sense of detachment and equanimity, and that it can help us to develop a deep sense of love and surrender towards the divine. Overall, love and self-surrender is a valuable guide to understanding the role of love and self-surrender in spiritual practice. Swami Vivekananda offers practical advice on how to cultivate a sense of love and surrender in our daily lives, and he emphasizes the importance of practicing devotion and meditation as a means of realizing our true nature as divine beings. By following his teachings, we can learn to live a life of love, self-surrender, and devotion towards the divine. The Real and the Apparent Man is the fifth chapter of Inspired Talks by Swami Vivekananda. In this chapter, he talks about the concept of the real and apparent man, and how our true nature is often hidden beneath layers of ignorance and false identity. Swami Vivekananda begins by explaining that there are two aspects to our existence: the real and the apparent. The real aspect refers to our true nature as divine beings, while the apparent aspect refers to the false identities that we often assume in our daily lives. According to Swami Vivekananda, our true nature is often hidden beneath layers of ignorance and false identity, and we must work to remove these layers in order to realize our true nature. He suggests that we start by examining our own thoughts and beliefs, and questioning the validity of our assumptions about ourselves and the world around us. Swami Vivekananda also discusses the role of the ego in creating a false sense of identity. He suggests that we learn to recognize the limitations of the ego, and that we strive to transcend its limitations in order to realize our true nature as divine beings. Another important aspect of the real and apparent man, according to Swami Vivekananda, is the practice of meditation. He suggests that we learn to meditate on the divine, and that we strive to cultivate a deep sense of inner peace and harmony through our meditation practice. He believes that meditation can help us to peel away the layers of ignorance and false identity, and that it can help us to realize our true nature as divine beings. Swami Vivekananda also emphasizes the importance of living a life of service and compassion towards others. He suggests that we strive to help others in any way we can, and that we seek to see the divine in everyone and everything around us. By doing so, we can begin to break down the barriers of false identity and ignorance, and come closer to realizing our true nature as divine beings. Overall, the real and the apparent man is a valuable guide to understanding the nature of our true selves and the false identities that we often assume in our daily lives. Swami Vivekananda offers practical advice on how to remove the layers of ignorance and false identity, and he emphasizes the importance of practicing meditation, service, and compassion towards others. By following his teachings, we can begin to realize our true nature as divine beings and live a life of peace, harmony, and compassion towards all. In conclusion, Practical Vedanta by Swami Vivekananda is a valuable guide to understanding the principles of Vedanta and how they can be applied to our daily lives. Throughout the book, Swami Vivekananda emphasizes the importance of self-realization and self-awareness as a means to realizing our true nature as divine beings. He encourages readers to question their assumptions and beliefs and to strive towards living a life of inner peace, harmony, and compassion towards all. Swami Vivekananda's teachings offer practical advice on how to overcome the obstacles that prevent us from realizing our true nature, and he provides guidance on how to cultivate a deep sense of inner peace and spiritual fulfillment. Overall, Practical Vedanta is a must-read for anyone seeking spiritual guidance and a deeper understanding of the principles of Vedanta.